Hi students, hope you're doing good. We have already done 3 sessions in which we covered all the topics of the first chapter of history, that is tracing changes through 1,000 years. In session 3, told you that we'll have session 4 of solving question and answers. Before that, I would again remind you, advise you to read textbook before you start solving question and answers. Take out difficult words and write them so that you remember the hard words. So let's start with our session 4, question and answers. Who was considered a foreigner in the past? Any stranger who did not belong to a certain society or culture and was not a part of that particular village was regarded as a foreigner. For example, a forest dweller was a foreigner for a city dweller. What do you understand by forest dweller? A person who stays in forest is a forest dweller. A person who stays in city is a city dweller. Okay, going ahead. But two people belonging to the same village were not foreigners in spite of their different religions and or caste background. Second question is, state whether true or false. A. We do not find inscriptions for the period after 700 AD. False. B. The Marathas asserted their political importance during this period. True. C. Forest dwellers were sometimes pushed out of their land with the spread of agricultural settlement. True. Sultan Ghiyasuddin Balban controlled Assam, Manipur and Kashmir. False. Now fill in the blanks. Third question. A. Archives are places where manuscripts are kept. Manuscript is the answer. B. Ziauddin Birani was a 14th century chronicler. The answer is Ziauddin Birani. C. Potatoes, corns, chilies, tea and coffee were some of the new crop introduced into the subcontinent during this period. The answer is potatoes, corn, chilies, tea and coffee. Question 4. List some of the technological changes associated with this period. Answer is, some of the technological changes that were associated with this period are mentioned below. Use of spinning wheel in weaving, use of Persian wheel in irrigation, use of firearms in combat. Question 5. What were some of the major religious developments during this period? Answer is, some of the major religious development during this period include worship of new deities. Second, building of new temples by the royalty. Third, increasing importance of Brahmins, the priests, as dominating groups in society. Fourth, the emergence of the idea of bhakti among people. 5. Appearance of many new religions like Islam. 6th, teaching of the Holy Quran were brought by the merchants and the migrants in India. Question 6. In what way has the meaning of the term Hindustan changed over the centuries? The answer is, the meaning of the term Hindustan has changed over the past centuries in the following different ways. In 13th century, the term Hindustan was used for the first time by Minhaj-e-Suraj, a 13th century Persian chronicler. With his term, he meant the areas of Punjab, Haryana, and the lands between the Ganga and Yamuna. I'll repeat. In the 13th century, the term Hindustan was used for the first time by Minhaj-e-Suraj, a 13th century Persian chronicler. With this term, he meant the area of Punjab, Haryana, and the lands between the Ganga and Yamuna. During the 14th century, the term Hind, was used by Amir Khusro. The pronunciation is Amir Khusro, to refer to the culture and the people of the Indus River. Third, during the early 16th century, Babur used the term Hindustan to describe the culture, geography, and fauna of the inhabitants of the subcontinent. Thus, earlier the term Hindustan was used to represent the geographical and cultural entity, but it did not carry the political and national meaning which we associate with it today. Question 7. How were the affairs of Jatis regulated? The answer is, people belonging to Jati, the subcastes, were ranked on the basis of occupations and backgrounds. The affairs of Jatis were regulated in the following ways. 1. They framed their own rules and regulations in order to control the conduct of their members. 2. These rules and regulations were enforced by an assembly of elders from the Jati known as the Jati Panchayat. 3. The Jatis were also required to follow the rules of their villages, which were governed by a chieftain. Question 8. What does the term pan-regional empire means? The term pan-regional empire is referred to an empire spanning diverse regions. The dynasties of the Mughals, Cholas, and the Tughlaqs were extended over pan-region. Question 9. What are the difficulties historians face in using manuscripts? The answer is, during the past, the historians faced a lot of difficulties in using the manuscripts, which were as follows. First, due to the lack of printing press during those periods, the historians had to scribe the manuscripts by hand. Second, during copying, different historians introduced small changes in words or sentences which were not clear to them. They presented their own vision. Third, the changes made in new copies grew over centuries of copying, so the original manuscript of the author is rarely found today. Fourth, historians have to read different manuscript versions of the same text to guess what the author had originally written. 10th question is, how do historians divide the past into periods? Do they face any problem in doing so? Answer is, historians divide the past into periods on the basis of economic and social factors to characterize the major elements of different movements of the past. Answer for the second question in the same question, do they face any problem in doing so? The answer is yes. The historians face a lot of problems because economic and social factors do not exist in a status. They have a tendency to change constantly. In the period from 700 to 1750, Indian history witnesses a considerable change. After all, the 16th and the 18th century were quite different from the 18th and the 11th. Therefore, describing the entire period as one historical unit is not without its problems. Moreover, the medieval period is often contrasted with the modern period. The term modernity implies a sense of material and intellectual progress. This further implies that there was no progress before, which is not true. This seems to suggest that the medieval period was lacking in any change whatsoever, but we know that this was not the case. Thank you. Do write all these question answers in your notebooks and recite. Thank you.